Welcome to Derry. Episode 3 is now on HBO Max. Does Pennywise actually show up this time? Let's find out. I was really looking forward to episode 3 with the reveal at the end where the army finds a car with corpses inside with a beacon for a weapon that the military is trying to find. In the first It film, when the loser clubs go to Ben's house and he has clippings on the wall, they talk about a gang that was around in the early 1900s. And I assume that this is what it was. The car, the people inside the car, the corpses with guns. I assume that this was relating to that story. And we do get some explanation of what that was. And this episode isn't my favorite of the 3. I think at times it moved a little bit slow. There was a lot of development for some minor characters, and you can see where the storyline is going to go. They really fleshed out some of the characters that we haven't really spent too much time with so far. One character that got a lot of development was General Shaw. We got to see some of his past and his reasoning for trying to find this weapon, and it added an emotional level to this character that added so much more depth and really fleshing that character out, and his relationship with the Native Americans and their hesitation on allowing the military dig up on their land. It adds for some tension amongst the two. And we have our 4 main kids in here that are trying to understand a little bit about what is actually going on, what is haunting them. Lily and Ronnie are trying to convince other kids that they are being haunted, and the other kids don't really believe them. So they go try to find certain things and get pictures of everything, and it does lead to some haunting moments. Nothing compared to the first 2 episodes, but there is a scene involving 4 kids in a graveyard riding their bikes, and it is one of the worst things I have seen in a movie or a show this year. It looked absolutely horrible. Imagine like that floating head in Thor Love and Thunder that looks so bad. That's what this looked like in the 3rd episode as they're riding their bikes. It looked horrendous. But I do like that they are developing like multiple kids trying to figure out what is going on. And it will lead to some more monstrous moments because now the kids are seeing exactly what is happening. So their fears are going to start coming out, and Pennywise is going to be manipulating all of that. One character I've been wanting to know a lot more of is Dick Halloran, a soldier with special skills. And he is connected to the Shining films, and he has this ability to be able to locate the weapon that they are trying to find. And we get that character that has spent more time in the 3rd episode. It really fleshes him out as well. I viewed this like the 3rd episode as more like development for characters rather than pushing the Pennywise story and having everybody's fears come out. It's a chance to kind of slow things down and have that development for these characters. But he was a character I've been really interested in and seeing how he's going to be played within this storyline and also connected to The Shining. I think this episode did a great job of really understanding that character and his abilities and connecting it to the first It film as well. So this 3rd episode I thought had some slower moments, but a lot of it was to develop the characters and more relationships along the way, building that tension, building that conflict within the story. Although we don't get Pennywise, I still feel like that momentum is building to where we're going to have that great payoff, and it's going to be worth it because everybody's fears are coming into play. Everybody's starting to be connected in multiple ways. And although this 3rd episode does feel a bit slow at times, you start to understand that these characters are in these predicaments that are truly haunting for them. And you're starting to build that friendship amongst the groups and how certain summers or certain moments really feel important to them, and how Pennywise in different forms has affected many people. Go in the past multiple times within this episode, and it just adds to what Pennywise is able to accomplish in many different years. So I like the third episode. It's not my favorite of the three, but I did appreciate understanding some more of these characters and their dynamics and how they're going to trust each other down the road. So it didn't have that like big haunting moment, that terrifying scene that the first two episodes had, but I did appreciate what they were able to do with these characters because I wanted to know a little bit more about them, and did a great job of really fleshing them out. And the town still feels like there's a lot going on and people are being haunted left and right, and they want to get to the bottom of it all. I am really looking forward to episode 4 now, with everybody now coming into play. Certain storylines are being developed and relationships are being explored. I think episode 4 and 5 could be really big episodes with a lot of reveals. Leave your comments down below for episode 3. What was your favorite moment, and are you looking forward to episode 4? My name is Justin Watches Movies, and you guys stay classy, YouTube.